Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this scenario, we have three variables, or we are calling the three services, okay, or like we are trying to get the data with these services, but we are calling the services with a very different manner, okay. Like first you will see that we are getting the data with the using like await keyword. Another data that we are trying to is like wrapped in the task.run, or along with that in the third point you will see that task.run is using with the await keyword. So guys, just do let me know like which is the best approach to get the data, or like if you know the answer, just do let me know in the comment section of this video. Or along with that you have to tell me that what is the difference between these three things, okay. Like when we should use await keyword, when we should use task.run, okay. Or along with that, if you know the answer, that's a very good thing. But if you don't know, so guys, just be continue with me in this video, okay. Or welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to this series as well. In this series we will discuss the like .NET core hard problems, or in this series you will learn entire things related to the .NET, where like where the most of the .NET developers always stuck, or in fact they don't know the things about like this, okay. Like most of the .NET developers, they don't know like when we should use await keyword or task.run. So like this is why I thought that I should create this video, okay, in this series, or that's why I chose the first topic on this series, okay. So let's see that what the things we will see here, okay, or what are the differences between the await or task.run. Because like whenever we want to create a multi-threading, or like asynchronous based application, or whenever we think about the like scalability, so this is why like we need to understand or at many points like we always use these two keywords, okay. So like we should familiar with these two keywords, okay. So this is why like we are discussing this topic here. So let's see that how the things we should should go here, okay. So first let's understand about like what is the async or await keyword that we use here, okay. So mainly we use these keywords for non-blocking, or like it lets your ASP.NET Core free the thread as well, or like while waiting for your IO operations, okay. So like this is why like we use the await keyword, or it scales better under the load as well. So this is why we use await keyword, or we use async await operations as well, or it is designed for asynchronous IO based operations, or like whenever you talk about the DB calls, HTTP calls, or input output operations, okay. So in this scenarios we should use await keyword. Or now let's discuss that when we should use task.run here, okay. So simply task.run always creates the separate threads as well, or like it will run your operation on the separate thread, which means that like it forces onto the thread pool, or like this is only good for your CPU heavy bound operations as well. Like if you are trying to do like heavy calculations, or like image processing, or like data compression related things, that in such scenarios you have to go with the task.run, okay. Or it is always a bad idea when you are using this thing in the ASP.NET Core, you request pipelines in the most cases. So like this is why or this is how the things we can differentiate between these two things, okay. Now let's see that what the next thing that you need to understand, like when we should not use the task.run, okay. So here you will see that I in this API I am using I am calling this service, okay. Or let me introduce you this service as well, like what we are actually doing here, okay. So this is the service that we are calling here. Now let's move to the repository as well. So in this scenario you will see that we are doing some like database related operations, okay, or we are doing some code operations, or like after that we are getting the sort of results, okay. So this is why like this is a very basic API, or in this through this API like we are getting some sorts of data. Now this is why I asked you earlier in this video what is the best approach there like we should use here. Okay, so in this scenario you should always you should not rep your services like this is not a good idea. So this is why I am just commenting this two codes. Okay, I don't need this code anymore, because we understand that we should not do rep these services in the task.run. Okay, or actually this is the bad idea. Whenever we work with the database related things, okay, or you would see there at that moment, okay, like we are doing some database related operations. Okay, so like we can't afford to run this service on a separate thread. Okay, or we don't know that how much time it will take on the in the CRUD operations. Okay, at the database level. So this is why we should use the await keyword instead of task.run. Okay, first thing that you need to understand how where we should not use the task.run. Okay, or why this approach is wrong, I already told you earlier in this video. Like whenever you calls whenever the DB calls is already asynchronous capable, or we know that whenever we use the entity framework or in the current framework of the .NET, or you will in the version of the .NET, so you will see that all the queries related is always using the capable to use the asynchronous operations. Okay, so this is why we should not rep this thing in the task.run, or it always waste your threads as well. Okay, or it always your slows down your application, or it always impact your user experience as well. So that's why we should not use this thing in such scenarios. Or it always reduces your scalability as well. This is the scalability killer. So this is why we should not use this thing. Okay, I know you this is the first concept that you will that you are trying to understand, or I know that this is the first thing that you you are confused at that moment. Don't worry, we will brush up all the things one by one as well. Okay, so this is why you should keep till the end as well. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, or it always your thread always feels starve as well under the load. So this is why we should use await keyword instead of this thing. Okay, now let's move the things whenever you're trying to wrapping your input output operations in the task.run. Okay, this may include your entity framework core queries. Okay, or HTTP clients calls, file input output operations, Redis based operations as well, or some kind of external APIs. Okay, so in such scenarios they all these things are already implemented in the asynchronous operations. Okay, so or all the things are working properly in the asynchronous. So here whenever you use the task.run, it's just added it will just add the overload or and risky as well. Okay, so keep this thing in your mind. Okay, now the next thing where you where you should not use task.run in such scenario. Okay, so the next scenario which is the please don't use this in the inside the middlewares or controllers to speed up the things. Okay, because this is a very bad idea whenever you are trying to use uh, in the middleware. Okay, this makes it runs background and faster. Okay, so this is the very big myth. Okay, and most of the senior developers, they always see that we should we can use the task router in the background services. No guys, please don't use. Okay, this is not a good idea. Okay, it in fact in fact they think that it always speed up your processing as well. No, this is not a good idea. Suppose there is a background service or doing some kind of operations on the 1000, in fact 1 lakh of data. so like it will ruin your application performance as well. So this is why like you should keep this thing in your mind while you're working with this thing. Okay, now let's see that how the things we should use. Whenever we talk about the background services, like ASP.NET Core already uses the asynchronous request handling. Okay, so like you should not use such kind of things. Okay, or most of the developers that they always try to wrap their services, background services in the task.run. Okay, or when or they feels that more CPU load on in their application as well. Okay, so this is why we should not use this thing. Okay, or the problem that we face at that moment, which is like a request may finish before the work completes. Okay, or exception gets swallowed as well, or along with that you will see that app shutdown loses work. Okay, so this is how the things you will see here. Okay, but instead of like if you want to use the like background services, if you want to work with the background services. Okay, so like there are lot of things that you will see here. Like first is background services inherited classes. Okay, you can use with the I hosted service, hangfire, azure queue. Okay, service bus as well, mediator or background queue as well. Okay, so there are a lot of approaches where you can create the background services. Now let me show you like first let me write here. Okay, when not. Okay, when not. Okay, so please note all the things here. Okay, so in such in what scenarios, background services. Okay, http calls, ef core queries, db calls. Okay, third party APIs. Okay, or along with that, if I tell you like services. Okay, so in such scenarios, you should not use task.run, or when we should. Okay, like when we should use this thing in the application. So so heavy calculations. Okay, like if you are doing some heavy mathematical calculation. Okay, or this calculation is like CPU bound work, heavy work as well. So in such scenarios you have to use task.run. Whenever you are doing like image processing. Okay, like it always requires that you should always processing like whenever you talk about the image processing, so you should always use the task.run. Okay, or the things related, if I tell you like or like data sets related things. Okay, like whenever you were reading the data sets, large amount of data sets. Okay, so in such scenarios you have to use the task.run. Okay, now if you are using like encryption based thing. Okay, encryptions or hashing related things. Okay, so in such still you have to use the task.run. Okay, or now machine learning algorithms as well. Like if you are trying to apply machine learning algorithms, so like this should be in the like on the separate thread. Okay, or this is why like we should understand that when we should use task.run or and when not. Okay, or this can make sense as well. Okay, instead of await keyword. Okay, now the next thing that you need to understand that most of the people like they like what they do here. Okay, suppose let's take an example here. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, like let me show you something amazing. Okay, so suppose like there is a data 3. Okay, or what I'm doing here, so I am simply I am just using this thing here. Okay, or suppose like this is the two things that I'm using here. Or suppose I am using like I'm doing some operation. Okay, or these two operations are very heavy. Okay, or like these are the two operations, or I want to make or like I want to make workable in the separate thread. Okay, so in such scenarios, like you have to understand that when we like when should we use here. Okay, now the thing is like if now the next thing that you need to like there is a golden rule that you need to remember here. Okay, so the first rule that we are discussing about the like you should always prefer the like prefer await and async. Okay, like in such like in what scenarios you have to use the async await, okay, DB calls, APIs, okay, or like streams, okay, like whenever you are working with the streams, okay, now the EF core queries, okay, like we know that DB calls is already related to the EF core queries, okay. Now the next thing that we are discussing, which is the HTTP client, like we are suppose if we are like calling API, okay, using the HTTP client, okay. So in such scenarios you have to use the like like await keyword, okay. Now the, or if you're doing some file handling operations, okay, or along with that queues level of work. So like in such scenarios, like this is the best thing where you can use await keyword, okay. Or we know that whenever your work is based on the like CPU bound, okay. So in such scenarios, you should go with the task.run, or never use the task.run to the like fake asynchronous, okay. Like in this scenario I would call it as the fake asynchronous as well, okay. Or if you want to like if you are trying to improve the performance, okay, just which I already told you that most of the .NET developers is like they used Task.Run on the background services that thinks that like this this will improve the performance of the application. No guys, this is not, okay. This will kill your performance as well, okay. Here in the scenarios we have understand, we have used the like await keyword, okay. Or we don't we should not use task.run with the DB related things, okay. Like whenever you are trying to do that like CRUD operations related things, DB related things, okay. So we should never use the like the things related to the database, okay. Or we should not never wrap the things in the task.run, okay. Because of because you have understand that like why I am telling you that like why we should not use the thing here, okay. You have understand all the points related to the task.run or await. Or whenever the interview will ask you that like what is the difference between await or task.run, or when we should use and when we should not use. So I hope you got an idea about like in such scenarios we have to use and we have not to use, okay. Or I hope you got an idea about the things. Or if you love this video, if you love this content, so I just want to request you that please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video to your friends, your colleagues, or network as well, and hit the like button. Or guys, there is another thing that I want to tell you, like I need your support on my on our YouTube channel, okay. First let me show you that how many members is added in our YouTube family, okay. So that you can get to know like okay. So we have added like we have 587 uh, family member in our YouTube channel. So I just want that please support to this channel to so that our YouTube channel will reach to the maximum audience like you, okay. Or so that like they can learn this good content as well, okay. This is the first video on the .NET hardcore problems, okay. Or where the .NET developers always stuck in such problems, okay. So this is why I thought this video should come in front of you. Or if you love this video, so just do let me know in the comment section. Or if you feel any if you feel that I missed some point regarding the await, async, or task.run, so just do let me know in the comment section as well. Or if you have any queries and if you have any doubts, so just so you can ask me on my LinkedIn profile, okay. Or you have the LinkedIn profile link in the description box of this video. So I just want that please connect to me on my LinkedIn profile. Or there is the one thing that in the first video, which is the like the roadmap 2026, I assigned target uh, for the fresh developers, okay. Or like they have to finish the project as well. If someone finish the project, so definitely I will give the shout out to my website, okay. Or this is our official website there, or please visit our official website, okay. Or there is another thing, like if you want to contribute your ideas, your blogs, okay, on our official website, okay. So it's so your ideas always come like always welcomes, okay. Or I will definitely upload your ideas like here, okay, or with your LinkedIn profile link as well, so that many of you know like who the developer is uploaded their blog on this website, okay, or these are the blogs that I have created here, okay. But I want that most of, like, I want that you should always uh, sh- be the part of our community. You are my friend, okay, or you are my family member, okay. So this is why I thought that this website should not limited to me. This should always for your as well, okay. So this is why I am telling you, please, like, if you have any ideas, if you have any topics, okay, so just do let me know to add your blogs on this website, okay. Or this blogs will be stay here permanently, okay. So thank you for watching this video till here, or till then, take care, bye bye, have a good day, bye guys.